Welcome to Speak Commonly, hosted by Sharon, Thompson, and Dr. Sharon, Reid, bringing news, ideas, and community needs. We learn, we grow, we stay informed together in harmony. Our voices are heard. Speak Commonly, where knowledge meets community.
Love it, love it, love it. Where knowledge meets community. Love it. So, this is another day in the life of none other than Speak Harmony. Another episode. We are just happy that you're here with us. You've joined us online and in the studio. We thank you very much. And we just want to shout out our amazing sponsor, drumroll, APAT Media. Listen, this episode is brought to you none other than our amazing sponsor, APAT Media, a photo and production full-service media company specializing in podcasting, multi-camera recording, video and live streaming services. Contact them at info@apapmedia.com. Yes. That's A as in action, P as in production, A as in always, and P as in perfection. Again, it's info@apapmedia.com.
Right.
What a day, what a day, what a week it's been.
It's been a week. It's been a week.
Share.
We are still processing.
Yes.
And we're still sending out loving and healing energies to those in Jamaica.
Yes, we are.
That are pushing through.
Yes. And there are other islands, other islands that have
Haiti,
yes. I mean, I think Dominica, I think it was in Cuba and stuff.
Absolutely.
I don't know if the Bahamas
So
has
all
been,
of
but
those,
all of those we're sending healing prayers.
Lots of healing prayers
and energy your way.
So and so we know that everything is always in divine order.
Oh yeah.
And the thing about these type of tragedies, Sharon, right, is that how people pull together
Oh my gosh.
from all over. You had a great interview that I'm sure we're going to see.
Oh yeah.
People just pull together, and
From
it shows that
every
we do have a loving
part of
heart.
the world,
Yeah.
though. I mean, it doesn't matter what we look like, what our religion or not is. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's amazing, Sophie. It's amazing,
I wish we
Sharon.
could do that in other
Yes.
times, except for just tragic
Tragic.
times.
Yeah.
But we're thankful anyways.
We're thankful.
Yes.
We're grateful. We're really grateful because you said something that's so amazing that people have just jumped in and they're asking, how can I help?
Mm-hmm.
How can I help?
Every corner, yes.
And they're just volunteering. They're like, hey, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And you pretty much want to say to them, pump the brakes, pump the brake, because you can't just do everything. There's an order.
Yeah, there is.
But what day is today,
What
Sister
national
dear?
day?
And
So,
we have a big day in
That's
the
right.
country.
That's
Today
right.
is what day?
Today is election day. We hope
Girlfriend.
those have gone out and voted. I think
Do what's right.
Closed
Closed already 4 minutes
we're
ago.
hoping that people did go out and
Hope you did what's
know
right.
That this was the most important type of election because this is for impacts your community.
Yes.
So we talked. Did you know that I was curious to see why November 4th was election day?
Interesting.
And so in the 1800s, around 1845, right, election day was any day of the week. They had like 34 days. And then they realized that, that the results were wrong. There were sway votes and opinions, and it was just taking too much. So they decided to, and it was in December too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so
Wow.
they decided to, you know what? Election day is going to streamline it, and they're going to have it on that first
Tuesday in November. Interesting.
So that was the deadline. And we all know that early voting and all that still gets confused. But it's really interesting on that and the history of it. So I had to look that up.
Well, thanks for that education, Sister Sharon.
Yes.
I love that.
It went into law in 1845. Okay. Whoa.
Interesting, 1845.
But on another note, last Tuesday we said National Day was Chocolate Day.
Yes.
This week is Candy Day.
Oh, Lord.
Which includes chocolate.
right?
You lose chocolate. What do you think is the most favorite according to what they've done?
Is it
Chocolate.
peppermint?
No.
No, chocolate.
Candy,
favorite.
candy.
Oh, candy.
Candy chocolate, but it is
Oh
chocolate.
God.
but it's
You know
favorite.
M&M's?
M&M's is always a good contender, but
Yes.
not.
No
it is
way.
always part of the top, but it's not the number one.
No
for
way.
2025.
Candy? God, I don't know then.
What are the
M&Ms?
famous candy?
Oh my God. What does it look like?
So
Hint.
we got the chocolate bars, M&M's, right? We got Hershey's.
Yes,
Is
Hershey's,
always that.
of course.
Guess what the number one is?
Chocolate bar you talking about or candy?
Candy chocolate.
Ca-
Say
Snickers.
Snickers.
Snickers is up there with M&M's. There's
my
one
gosh,
more. We always see
really?
the commercials.
Reese's?
Reese's.
Oh shoot!
Reese's buttercup.
and I'm not a Reese's fan. No, you know the one I missed a lot. Oh Henry.
Oh, I remember.
gosh,
Oh, Henry, when
that-
I was in elementary.
Girl,
the peanuts.
Look,
that chocolate?
I was
Oh my
I was
gosh.
addicted to that thing. If
remember
you wanted,
that.
if you wanted to look,
And
if
the
you wanted to have your,
caramel? Yes.
let me tell you, just show up with a oh Henry, and you got
Do they
me.
still sell those?
I don't. Well, no, they do, because I think I don't know if they make them anymore. I think I saw something and I asked about it, and I think I
Sometimes
got
in
something
those
recently.
rinky-dink, gas stations, you might find it.
Yes.
And then you look at it, it's like,
yes.
I
Oh,
don't know
Henry, how long
that's
they
been
had it? But
Yeah, so that's interesting. So
interesting.
We're
Wow.
turning the sweet talk today is about the sweets today.
Yes.
So we got a sweet.
Yes,
Go ahead,
we
Sharon.
do. We do. And listen, without further ado, we just want to introduce to some of you, most of you know who she is, but just to the few that don't know her yet, I don't know how you could miss knowing her, because this lady, she hails from the island of Barbados. And let me tell you, when you see her, she doesn't have to open her mouth before you know who she is, because she's representing. Like she showed up in here, and I'm glad Sister Sharon and I came representing, today, because look, she's gonna outset and outpace you no matter what. She's gonna show up in the colors, right, in her blue and gold, right? And so
right.
therefore, yes, Sophie Holder, she is a women's empowerment advocate. She's a certified life coach. She is a speaker and transformational leader in this community of Atlanta and overseas, because she is influential even in our country, her island called Barbados. I mean, this girl is known, right? She helps women to heal. She's all about leading and thriving and, doing the most. She's the president, the CEO of United Barbadians in Georgia, You Big. So every time you see her, she's wearing You Big, and she'll tell you, You Big. Girl, every time I see her, I want to squeeze her, because I'm like, listen, we all big. But she leads initiatives that uplifts the Caribbean community, and we thank you for that, Sophie. You lead, and you are unapologetically who you are. I mean, take it or leave it. She's going to represent Barbados. And I love that. But you know what? You're Caribbean at heart, because she's what? As them call her? The certified yardie.
All right.
So Dr. Garfield McCook dubbed her the certified yardie, and she's
okay.
seen in and she supports
She supports
everything
the
Caribbean. So we
Caribbean.
big you up for that,
Give
because there are
thanks,
other
yeah.
people who will kind of give support. They lend their hand, but you're just right up there with us. See, Melissa struck, and guess what? She was right there representing, and we appreciate. She called. She was on our call before many of the Jamaicans stepped in. Sophie was already in the certified yardie. So guess what? I'm not going to bore you, because she's got a master's in education. She's got decades of experience with nonprofit and leadership and human resource services. She currently serves as the program liaison for the DC. D was a DFAX, as they would say it, motherhood program, who are thriving. Guys, she does it all.
I mean, right?
So,
Been published, or maybe not featured in.
Oh my gosh.
In Voyage Atlanta
Magazines,
has been
yes.
in Shout Out Atlanta.
Yes.
And Canva Rebel Magazine. Very
Yes.
impressive.
She modeled too, as we would have said. She modeled. She's a modeler, because she comes out for the fashion show, the Jamaican cultural event. Sister Dear was there, right there with the rest of the models.
All right.
And
so
she
here
recruited the
is.
VP. Sandy, big up to you, Sandra. So without further ado, we want to bring you up, Sister Dear. She's amazing. Thank you and welcome again. She's no stranger to the studio, by the way, this studio.
I thank you guys so much. That's so humbling to sit here and you hear all of that, and I don't see myself in that way, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful to hear. It's beautiful to hear. I receive it. Yes, I represent you big, unapologetically. Sure, yes, that is true, and we all should think big.
Yes,
that's the way we should see ourselves and carry ourselves. And then as we singing, you big, you big. We big, okay?
Love it.
All right, so you guys say it with me. You big,
we big.
There you go. That's
big
how we do it.
And as Donna McClone would say, big up.
Big up. Yes. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Appreciate it.
So, first and foremost, what inspired you? What the launch of You Big, We Foundation? What is that all about? How did that come about?
The We Foundation for You Big, it's just a natural order of how we would transcend what we do and for You Big, right? You Big is about that legacy, upholding our cultural heritage and passing that on and giving back to our community. And what I do in my daily job is to coach young mothers and women, and I see how much it is needed in our community,
yes.
Right? We have women out that is growing up without mothers for different reasons. Mm-hmm. Some of us have mothers that aren't present, that are present but not present,
yes.
right?
Yes.
We need the mentorship, we need the sisterhood, and they don't know which way to go. And as women, I think it's our duty to look back and bring that next lady on and guide her. Mm-hmm. So, when we talked about the different initiatives we would bring into You Big, that was big for us. We are 6 women that run this organization, right? We are 6 women board, and we're here to uplift and guide women and help women feel that empowerment.
Yes.
Traveling through life. Our youngest member on the board is in her young 40s. Right? And she's a young mother and a young single mother. And we've all been through that different journey. Yes. So we meet her there and in terms of helping her and guiding and all of that stuff. And then she brings her young brain and help us do our thing. But it's very important to me. It's very important to us to give back to women, to uplift women. So when we look at, we're going to have like 3 different divisions. The Women's Foundation was first, had to be first, right? You educate a woman, you educate a community.
You do.
A nation.
The whole nation, yes. So as a teacher, I remember teaching history. And when we were teaching our women's rights, when we got women got their rights, going back into the 20s, when women went to college, from the other culture. Women went to college not to become professors or to work in a business, but to become really great wives. Because they stayed at home and they educated the children.
Yes. Yes.
And then they're able to stand by their husbands when they interact in business arenas and so on and so forth. And that's how they carry the family. So it's important that we feed into our women so they can fulfill that role as a woman, right? We have a lot of women today who are single mothers and still struggling in that area, pouring back into them to allow them to pour into their kids so their kids can go on and be that success that we can uplift and keep our community. Community is very, very important. Yes. And we got different roles to play in that. Yes. And we don't take it lightly, right? Yes. And that's really the basis of the We Foundation. That's us.
We applaud.
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
We appreciate that.
That's big stuff.
Yes.
That's big stuff. And she's serious about it, too. Because, I've seen so many things. I've known you for a few years now, quite a few years, but I've watched you grow and do the most in the community, sister.
I love do the most.
Oh, my gosh. Well, girl, yeah, you do. Because you know what? I don't know how she does it. Because, she has her full-time job and then she has her full-time job, community job. So you balance it very well.
I'm a middle child. So my sisters would say, yeah, she do the most.
You got to look up to and you got to lead.
Yeah.
I get it. So what do you think that young women these days really need? What do you see that is lacking? Is it self-esteem, confidence? Is it resources? What do you see that?
Resources, confidence, lack of self-identity.
And why do you
Right?
think that is
What's
so?
that?
Well, social media ain't easy, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about
Social media ain't easy, and they lack a lot of guidance. So a lot of times, the young ladies today, resources is a big issue, a very big issue. And what's happening is we want to keep up with the Joneses, and the Joneses is now social media, right?
Wow.
And we're following, like I tell my ladies in my program, we got to be careful what we follow. We do have that intellectual need that we need to feed, and we want to get news and we want to get information. We want to know what's out there, but we got to be careful what we're feeding into us. And a lot of what we're feeding into us works on our self-esteem and make us feel less than, and we're not feeling like we're keeping up, and we're not sure who we are, right? And we're modeling this one and that one, and that whole self-identity thing is a struggle for young
So
ladies.
we're losing ourselves in other people. In other words, we're seeing
Yes.
ourselves, and I don't want to call names, but as the stars and the this and the that. But
Yes.
when God only created you to be you.
Right, and everyone is telling you who you should be and how you should walk and how you should talk, and a lady don't
And
act
what you
this
should
way,
wear.
and what you should wear, and you should be this kind of person. No, you got to be really true to yourself.
Yeah.
Know your attributes, build up on you, know your worth, what your skills, what your talents are, what you bring that is yours, right? And own it.
Yes.
And I think that we have women struggle with that, and not just young women, grown women as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what about the mothers? Because you have a motherhood program.
Yes, women, mothers who are thriving.
Thriving.
Yes.
So what are their needs, or what are the issues that you're finding why that was so important to have a program specifically for motherhood?
Because when I started working with DFACS, I was actually a case manager. So I was out here in the field, and I met so many young women that comes from a basis of trauma and lack of resources. So their interaction coming into the DFACS world or working in anything of that sort wasn't that they were bad people or bad parents. Lack of guidance, lack of resources.
I'm glad you said that, because people think, they
yeah.
must have been bad parents.
Oh, no.
You know, neglectful and abandoning.
No.
That's a good
These people are
clarity
traveling
statement
so
there.
much. We live in a world where we have so much traumas, and our ACEs affects us. If you don't heal your traumas and work with your traumas, it shows up in your body, right?
It does.
In all kind of illnesses, sicknesses, mental health,
Yeah.
physical health.
Yes.
We have cancer. We have all these different things building up from this traumatic stress that is constantly on the body. And if we don't address and heal those traumas, we pass them on generation to generation. So again, you help a mother, you help a community.
I love it.
help
Of
the
course, I have a
world.
T-shirt
I
that
love it.
says that.
Yes.
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 Could you
I
explain
can
to
like
the
that.
audience what ACEs is?
Okay. Oh, we're going all
You know,
the
that's
way
the life
there.
coach in me.
Yes,
You
yes.
said that, but I had to let people know.
Our ACEs is your ACEs is your trauma,
Yes.
adverse
Advices, yeah.
childhood
experience.
There we
Yes,
go.
yes.
Adverse childhood experiences. Adverse is the fancy word or the other word for when things went awry
Yes.
in your childhood, when anywhere between birth and the age of 18,
Yes.
right? And your needs weren't met. This is the time in your life where you have no control. You are dependent on someone else.
You're under
Now,
somebody else's government.
Yes, but you see what it is like for me. Look, I'll give myself as an example, right? One of my ACEs was created from, not just could be. I'm born to a teenage mother.
Yes.
So teenage mother don't have a mother. Teenage mother don't have parenting understanding.
Right.
So teenage mother now have baby doesn't do the things baby needed to get because we have those needs. And as a baby, you can't speak, oh, I'm not getting milk, I'm not getting hug. So you're crying, your body's in trauma. It's, and you want whatever it is you're crying for that teenage mother can't give you. She don't know.
No.
So it's not like you're blaming your parents or anything of the sort. Sometimes these different things can occur. So in that way, I've now developed whatever trauma it is that I've developed at that stage from baby to 18. And then you have moms who, in that stage, they was by their uncle's house, the grandfather, the grandmother, and somebody touched them.
Yes.
Right?
Inappropriately,
Inappropriately in some kind of way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. You have another trauma. right?
Yeah.
And then it builds and it builds.
Compounds.
And now you're 18 and you're an adult. You're past 18 now, but you're angry all the time. You're sad. And you don't even know why, right? And you're going through different things and your needs aren't being met. And when your needs aren't being met, you start doing desperate things to get those needs met. And it just becomes a pattern. So I teach in my program why our traumas is not our fault, but is now our responsibility.
Yeah, once
right?
you become aware.
Right. Now you're aware. Now you do the steps that you need to heal that, and then you become a healthier person. Because when you don't, you take that into your relationships. You take that to work. You're wondering why you can't keep a job. Right? You're always in fights or arguments with people. I don't like people. I don't want no one near me. You don't trust because you've been violated somewhere along the lines in your childhood, right?
Right.
And you think you're self-protecting,
Yes.
but you're really self-hurting, right? Because we need people.
Yes, we do.
We need each other, right? So you have to have some way in there that you can allow for that. You understand? Because stranger danger, we learn all of that. We still have to follow that. But we still got to be open enough to trust.
Yes.
So when our traumas and those different things aren't healed, we go through life a little differently.
That's right.
It's a little differently.
Gosh, time. What does time do to us? Because you know what? We've got a lot to unpack. And with what happened in Jamaica last week, there's so many people, because the same thing. I mean, with the anxiety, with the it's the trauma. I mean,
The
it's
trauma.
traumatic.
So, yeah,
and
that
here
mental
it is.
health
Oh my,
is
the mental
very
Real.
important.
Imagine today you were sitting under the coconut tree, right? Sipping a coconut and your life, chilling
Right,
good.
right.
Yeah.
And then an hour later, 5 hours later,
Yeah.
the coconut tree blowing.
Where is it?
You
Yes.
know, or the coconut tree down on your house. You no
Yes.
longer have a house.
That's correct.
And your whole life is now about to change. I mean, Jamaica's going to come back bigger, better, and stronger. It's going to take a journey, right? It's
My
going to take a
gosh.
road to
Yes.
get there.
Yes.
But that is traumatic. Like your life has changed in a matter of hours.
Yeah, yeah.
In a matter of hours.
Yes.
And it's going to take years to rebuild what was done in a
And
couple
can
of
you imagine
hours.
somebody already traumatized?
Yes.
Going through that. So this,
Yes.
like you just said it. I'm listening to what you said, and it's like, I describe it this way: you went on a trip, you have your luggage, you came home, you put it down in the bedroom, in the living room, wherever you put your luggage, and then you have to go again, and guess what? You just pick it up and you throw some stuff in there. You barely unpack,
Right.
and you're gone
And
again.
you're piling it
So
on
you
and
keep
piling
it
on.
on, and that's what it kind of puts in my mind. That's the picture that it paints to me. And what you said about the women and children,
Right.
it's the same thing. I mean, they didn't create this on themselves. Their mother didn't create it, but it
Yeah.
happened to them.
Right, and if you
So-
don't address it and deal with it, because
That's it.
life happens, right?
yes.
So you'll develop a sense of, why is this keep happening to
Why
me?
me? Yeah.
Why me? Then you go into that victim mode.
Yep.
And then when you start having victim mentality, that piles up even more. So we do on our We Foundation with You Big. If you go to our website, we have some courses that you can do. That you can
great.
do it online. And one of those courses is the victim mentality course.
Love it.
That
Wow.
helps you working through what victim mentality looks like. Because the way victim mentality shows up, you wouldn't even think that you are being a victim, right?
Yeah.
But there's so many different little things that seeps you in there
Yes.
that you allow yourself to just play small.
Yeah.
And then you're no longer big.
Big.
Ooh.
And we need you to be big.
Big.
Yes.
I
Yes.
love that. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Final words. I mean, any final words you would give to a young lady, a young mother? She happened to be a mother, and she probably came from a young mother, okay? And she's struggling right now. I mean, with identity. I mean, an identity crisis. I mean, she's struggling with this crying baby, this annoying baby that she doesn't know what to do with. I mean,
Find a program like mine.
That's
You
right.
you can't do it alone. You need to find a program, and there's so many different free programs out there
Yeah.
that you can just Google and it will come up. Because You can start self-talking in the mirror and so on and so forth, but that's not always just going to pan out, right? That connection, that sisterhood, and then the repetitive of it, of having that guidance is very important. So you find a program. There's so many programs. We have programs for breastfeeding mothers and how to breastfeed, and we have the doulas now that's doing their thing. Just find a program.
Okay.
Find a program. Find a sisterhood.
Yeah.
Find a
The
sisterhood,
support.
a
Yes.
support. You need
mentor,
support.
a coach.
Yes.
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 Coach, a therapist.
Yes.
Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. We all need. It's about building those relationships.
Yes.
Yeah, and I must say, my daughter just said today
Oh.
that she had a friend living in England, and she's struggling, and she told her the exact same thing. You need support, my sister. Why are you afraid of asking for support? We all need to help each other. And so she was encouraging her.
Yeah,
for that.
and we need that because the black woman, there's a thing that I have a problem with in our community. Yeah, I don't like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
She's not shy about expressing.
Yeah, no,
it, so
no,
go
strong
ahead,
black
sister.
woman.
Yes.
That's a syndrome that we got to let go of.
Yes.
And we feel like we can manage life and we can go through life and you're supposed to be strong, and if you're not handling it, you're not strong, and
Right.
then we suffer more. So we don't want to reach out and we don't want to ask for help because we're supposed to tie the baby on our back and go in the fields and
That's
work.
right.
No. You're not.
That's right. That's right.
You know,
Yes.
if something her step on your toe and you're hurt, you're not supposed to speak up. Then you're being a woman and you did it. No, it hurts.
Wow.
There we go.
Well,
Yes.
listen.
So we get ready to go
are
on a break.
out of time, but we want you. There's one big program that you have. It's the big old event coming up, and we want you to quickly tell the audience about this program before you go.
Oh, well, real quick. Thank you guys so much for having me and having such a great conversation. It was wonderful. UBIG is about to celebrate Barbados' 59th independence.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
59 years of independence, and it's our 4th year of the Republic. And at UBIG, we give back to the youth. So we're going to have our Independence Gala November 15th. It's an independence and scholarship fundraising. That night, we will be giving away 3 scholarships. Last year we were able to do 2. This year we're doing 3 as we continue to grow. And we're asking the public to come out and enjoy us. Because it's Barbados' independence, doesn't mean it's just Barbados. We want everybody to come see how we eat, walk up and drink and things.
Nice.
Yes, you know, it's good to learn other cultures and feel that way.
Where's
and
it
I'm
gonna
just
be?
The Holidays Event Center in Stone Mountain.
Yes.
We just got back from a trip. And we took a bunch of people to Barbados with us so they can learn the culture. And we want you to come on this trip with us on November 15th and get a little bit more insight. Yes. We are Barbadian and then we're Bajan, right?
Right.
Barbadian is our heritage, Bajan is our culture.
Thank you for letting me know the difference.
Yes.
Because I wasn't sure. Do you
I
say
was- yeah.
Barbadian
You
or do you
say
say
both.
Bayesian?
We're
Yes.
both. We're
Oh, yes.
interchangeable.
Okay.
But you know, like I tell them, every gala, Bajan is what we eat, what we drink, how we walk up, the way we walk, the way we talk.
And you see the movement.
walk up.
Yes, you gotta walk up.
The walk up.
You know, learn to love that soca the way we love the reggae. It's all a
Yes.
thing.
Yeah.
So November 15th, Holiday Event Center, we are going to be honoring some really great Barbadians,
Yes.
right? We have Dr. Arlene Beckles, who is a state representative in Norcross.
Big up. Yes.
We have our 5-star
her here.
chef, Miss
Yes.
Monique Barrow,
Yes.
great chef. Too bad she's not cooking that night, because I'm telling you, she can cook. Nicole Messiah, she is our District 3 in DeKalb County.
Okay.
And then we have Reverend Sean Smith, who is the advisor to Atlanta City's Mayor Dickens. He will be our keynote speaker.
Yes.
So we have some real strong Barbadians here in the Atlanta area just doing big things.
Beautiful.
And we are going to be doing it big on the 15th,
All right.
as we always do. And you can get us at ubig246.org is our website. And ubig246.org is our website. All things UBIG is there. You can find about our championship, our membership. You can find out about our scholarships. You can find out how to get your tickets so you can join us to eat, drink, and be merry. Thank you so much for having me.
All
We
right.
are so thrilled to have you, sister dear.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Anytime.
Thank you.
Come
Thank
back
you.
and visit us.
But you big.
You
Yes,
big.
I must
You
come back.
big.
I like this. I think I can do this hosty thing.
I love it.
Excellent.
Wow. Thank you.
So we're taking a short break. Please come back, comment, tell other folks, check us out. We have for the next half of our show.
Yay.
Hello and welcome back. Oh my goodness, we've got so much to catch up on. We're here enjoying this moment. What a beautiful day.
Yeah.
So, Sister Sharon,
Yes, ma'am.
boy, we've got our special guest. You're gonna hang out with us, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Thank
okay,
you.
So we,
All right.
Look, you're certified yachty, so you ain't
You-
going nowhere. Nowhere.
From Santa Cruz.
I love
Santa
it.
Cruz.
So look,
Yes.
put on your thing there because guess what? We gotta get it right. Because we've got someone joining us online.
Okay.
Okie dokie. So she's from Santa Cruz. I love it. Okay, so we have a guest that's going to be joining us momentarily. But in the meantime, listen.
And in between time,
Yes.
we want to know that there are drop-off spots all
Yes,
over.
yes.
That if you want to donate, we do want to make sure that you caution sending money online to making sure that you know that there's unfortunately scammers out there. We don't know why people would want to take advantage of goodwill, but to make sure that you go to legitimate sites and
AJA is doing their thing. I mean, they're partnered with Food for the Poor. And so that's one of the strongest associations. It's what they do anyway.
Yeah.
All year round.
All year round,
All year
yeah.
round. It's their design. That's what they were built for. So they've been on the ground in Jamaica giving back. And so that's what the Atlanta Jamaican Association, we implore you, we beg you, we say, listen, join forces with us because we're collecting funds. No, the funds are not going specifically to any particular group. They're just going to the hardest hit groups. This is what we're doing right now.
And that was a mandate that we
it
really
was,
wanted to
yes,
make sure that
yes.
it goes to the people that need it. And they don't even know because there's no phone, there's no communication
Oh, yeah.
at all
Oh,
there.
yeah.
So but they know where it is and they're going to helicopter drop and you know bring things down to the grounds for the people that need it.
Yes,
So
and we
yeah, we
wanna
want to
yeah.
and thank all of you for
donating. I mean, I don't want to say we've been overwhelmed. You know, we've gotten, believe it or not, I was at the drop off at Sharon's
Yeah.
place, Caribbean
Yeah.
Shipping today.
It's crazy.
Oh my God. Let me tell you how amazing this was. There are people who are just giving who probably never heard of Jamaica,
Yeah.
just heard of Melissa.
Yeah.
Melissa hit a place.
Right.
And I want
And
to
so-
say real quick, Sharon, for you, Big,
Yes.
we're asking our Barbadian community
Yes.
and all other island friends that are coming out on Saturday
Yes.
to bring their donations so we can collectively collect it
Don't let me
at
stop
the
bawling.
Thank
event.
you.
Girl.
And then
Yeah.
we're going to take it to Caribbean Shipping, and we're going to do 2 boxes because we want to support our neighboring island, Haiti, as well.
Yes.
Yes.
But I think instead of people looking to do this one drop here, one
Yeah.
drop, we can do a whole collectiveness.
Yes.
We're going to collect and we're
Yes.
going to take it in so we too can do our part.
Yes.
And that's why I came into that meeting so I could hear what AJA was doing. I went out to support the Honorary Council of Jamaica.
Yes.
Again, the scammers are out there, so you know who to align
Yeah.
with. And both AJA and our council are doing a wonderful
Yeah.
job at pulling this
Right.
off.
Yeah.
I love it and I support.
Yes.
Yeah, and we
Support
will
it, support
post
it,
the
yes.
official sites
Yes.
so that people will feel comfortable on where they're donating.
Donating, yes.
Yeah, we have quite a few drop-off sites in almost every county.
And we're one. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh,
APAT
great.
Media. I mean, APAT
Yeah.
Media, we've got a full barrel out there, so we're going to need another barrel because, I mean, it's what we do. We've got people who came in before we started the podcast.
Already,
And
yes.
dropped off. We
That's
had
right.
people We have a guest in the studio just now. I met her a few days ago. Her husband is Jamaican, but guess what? She decided, I'm going to show up. And so she brought stuff in. We're getting stuff from all over. But we're not going to delay because we've got one of our local amazing, she's a former House representative. She is the first of her kind, Jamaican Caribbean girlfriend. We want to bring her up. Okay, we want to bring her up. Hello, and welcome to Speak Harmony, sister. Come on up. There she is. Big up, big up.
Big up, Donna. Can she hear me?
Yes,
Because
she can, yes.
I can barely hear myself. Donna, I just want to say a quick hi.
Big up all you ladies that are making sure that our island and thank you, your honorary Jamaican.
Yes. Certified yardie. Wow. Yes.
But thank you so much. Yeah, I'm glad that we're using this platform to bring more attention. The devastation is definitely something that we didn't imagine that it could be that large. I knew it was going to be massive. Yes. I knew the destruction would be real. But looking at the western part of the island, it's definitely reality now, right? Yeah. Melissa took her time coming, and the anticipation of it was already very hard for people. And those of us in the diaspora, we were fretting, but I'm sure the people on the island, they were just they just wanted to go over and get it over with. Mm-hmm. And I can tell you the day before when we got on the call with the ambassador, and Anderson.
Yes, Anthony Anderson,
the retired general, who's the ambassador. And, the 500 spots that he had available was full. And I think every one of us that was on it didn't need to be told what we need to do next. Yeah. I certainly didn't wait for anyone to tell me what to do next. We got on and we started a group chat on WhatsApp. And from there, we made sure that we came together and got sites. I was in charge of actually doing the spreadsheet for making sure that the sites got in the spreadsheet. And then, of course, I worked on a specific list of things that I think that would be manageable for people to donate. And the results was phenomenal. On Saturday night at Jay's Caribbean Restaurant, several DJs decided they were going to use their talent to DJ and play some music. And the response was overwhelming. It's the
You're
word
putting
that
it nicely though, Donna. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
You said the response was overwhelming. No, the response was a takeover. It was a takedown because in the whole of Jay's restaurant.
When I tell you, quarter of our restaurant was full. Just all from bedding. There was people that donated beds, to food, to toiletries. It was everything you can imagine. Rice, canned goods. And so I knew that we were off to a good start. And I just want to thank all the DJs that played that night. Basil Watson stopped by.
Our sculptor, our famous sculptor.
Renowned sculptor Jamaican who stopped by, and he, both of us drank some manish water.
Oh my God! But we want to shout them out. And we want to shout out all because we've got a long list.
I want to shout out all the folks that should. There were people that just came in to buy food, and of course, our Jay's Caribbean restaurant hours was extended, and there were people that came in and they just felt a need. There were people just dropping $20 in a jar. Yeah. There were people that immediately donated. And so, we're so grateful for the outpouring of support. I do know that, Haiti and Cuba was also hit. So I heard you talking about it earlier. So, Sophia, so I want to make sure that we also, but Jamaica did get the brunt of it, the category 5, flattest part of our island. And so because of that, I don't know if you guys have seen the aerial view.
I don't want to see anymore. I've seen it.
It's pretty stark, right?
It is.
So, one point it was green, and then when you look, it's brown. It looks like
brown.
like a desert, and that's because almost all the trees have been removed, and it's covered with a lot of mud. And I can't just, my heart goes out to my island and the Jamaicans that are on the island. I just want them to know that those of us in the diaspora, we are Jamaicans, and we will never stop being Jamaicans. It's the island of my birth. And in my passport, in my American and my Canadian passport, it says place of birth, it says Jamaica. And so for that, I'm truly grateful that I've had the honor of being born on this island, and for the extraordinary people that inhabit that island, and for what they give to the world is priceless. And so for that reason, we just have to rebuild, and we have to come back stronger, because our essence is needed in this world. And we are a people that is fearless. We're a people that is resilient. We're a people that has enormous amount of tenacity. And wherever we go, we will change the landscape. And, good or bad, we are usually on the side of good. And everybody that has ever come to know a Jamaican and call them friend, truly know they have a friend.
Yeah.
And so it is heartbreaking right now, but one day I sat on my computer from 9:30 in the morning until 11:30 at night, working on the list, the spreadsheet, just trying to make sure people knew things. People were calling me, texting me, what can they do, responding. It was the whole day. I didn't move because this was so important to get this tied up, and it was important for us to have the logistics done right so that we didn't fail the people on the island because we were, we didn't dot all with I's and cross all with T's. So, and ting-a-ling-a-ling.
we know she was going there. But Donna, in addition to Jay's, we want to shout out and thank every single person. I mean, I can't remember all of them. I mean, because we've got lists, and the list just started exploding. I mean, it just started exploding.
We have over 30 locations throughout the
Golden
metro.
Crust, for example, step to the front as usual. Royal Caribbean, Sun City Kitchen, the Sassy Collection down there in the Hampton. Small
It's been
business.
amazing.
I mean,
Churches,
big business. You name churches. Everybody stepped in.
Auto body shops.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Doctors' offices.
Yes. Yes.
Doctors' offices. And what I've seen is we've got it in almost every single metro county. So DeKalb County, Gwinnett County, Cobb County, Fayette County, Henry County, Clayton County. I think we've covered every single metro county in the state of Georgia.
Yeah,
I don't know if any, Jamaicans are everywhere, and people of the Caribbean is everywhere in the state of Georgia. So I hope that if anybody's hearing our voice and they want to do something, please do so.
Yes.
We have to strike while the iron is hot.
Yes.
So, people are focusing on Melissa and the devastation. We need to make sure we get as much as we can done. People in this country are also feeling it too, right? So so we have to be mindful of people's resources as well. And so for that, even with whatever people are going through, they have showed up and they've showed out. And we just want to make sure people don't fall into any scams. Make sure that you know the site you're given to is legit. I think for the government itself, it's Support Jamaica. I think it's supportjamaica.gov.jam.
Yes.
I'm not 100% sure, but you know what?
Yes,
I
it is.
can check.
So, definitely.
Yeah,
Okay, so you know what?
That's official.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I'm going to
Official.
say this. This is so special, Donna. We're going to take 2 seconds just to play a video, because today we had the pleasure. Carol, on the way there, we spoke to you, and Carol, another community leader. Carol and I went down to we went to deliver packages. Her car was stacked to the top brim. It was crammed to drop off some stuff at Caribbean Shipping. We went there and saw these 2 men, 2 of our brothers, our Caucasian brothers, all the way from Chattanooga. And let me tell you, they came and they were stacking this thing. So we want to show you what we saw today. This is what happened. with Speak Harmony Podcast and APAT Media right here at Caribbean Shipping. And we have here two gentlemen who came all the way from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Yes, I'm a little choked up because the fact that they took time out, drove down with this whole, look at this, guys. This is what they're doing. This is food, all sorts of goodies for the people of Jamaica. Gentlemen, just say who you are and how you're affiliated with the group that you are.
I'm Jack Dyer. I'm a minister over at Hickory Valley Christian Church, and we have a good bit of friends over in Black River and Savannah Lamar, the Black River Church of Christ and Savannah Lamar Christian Church, and just absolutely love the island and the people.
And you, sir?
I help at Hickory Valley. I own an engineering firm, and they're one of my clients. But last week, I got to go with their worship pastor, and meet the pastor at the church from Savannah Lamar, right? Pastor Van. And it was kind of crazy. We were up there doing something totally different than this, and then the storm hits, and nobody thought it was going to be as bad as it was, right? And so all the way back from New York City, where we had met then, we coordinated ways to help, and I got to leverage some of my knowledge and ability to help these guys, and it's just neat to come alongside of a client on the other side of things, to do something cool. So
Ben Kerr being able to organize all of this. He's one of our ministers, but he does the majority of the organizing and does a phenomenal job.
he's on his way now.
Oh, he's headed right now to Black River.
He's there.
Oh, on the ground. And what's his name?
Ben Kerr. I think
Ben.
he took 7 or 10 bags on JetBlue. So he's going down there with immediate supplies today to meet them. It's incredible.
Gentlemen, we just want to say God bless you. We appreciate you. This is what heaven looks like, and this is what godliness looks like. This is what it is. It's not about where you're from, but it's what you do to compound and get to the lives and really create an impact on the lives of the least of these. That's what the Bible says. And so you're a living example of what Christ is like. And that's what he wants us to. God bless you too. Thank you so much. Yeah. So Donna, this is what, and they told us stories. So amazing. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We are loved. There are people who love us. And if the world would just be like this is how it was intended to be. I'm convinced.
And
we can do it.
sometimes these things have to happen to bring us back to the heart, to bring us
Center.
back to love.
Yes.
And so, and as far as Jamaica's concerned, I believe that these things had to happen so we can get back, as you both have said, to be stronger and to learn the lessons and to be able to live together more in unity. I think we're going to be even greater than we were before.
Yes.
And so sometimes these things have to happen. You have to be put down so that you can build back up again. Donna, what is the latest thing that you've heard?
Hey, Donna? Okay.
Can you hear us?
No,
She's frozen.
probably, yeah.
She's frozen.
Okay.
Okay. So I just kind of wondered until Donna comes back, some of the immediate needs that people may not think of is that they definitely need flashlights, they need batteries, gloves, generators. Women need their sanitary napkins and
Hygiene
toothbrushes,
kits.
the hygiene kits, exactly, toothpaste and bathing soaps. All of those self-care items are so
Repellents,
important.
Mosquito repellents.
Mosquito repellents,
yes.
okay, antibiotic,
Oh, yeah.
the antibiotics
and shout out
yeah.
Caribbean Shipping.
Yeah,
No, I mean,
exactly.
everybody has come to the aid. I mean,
Yeah.
Maya Shipping. I mean, they're all they're pulling their
Yeah.
weight. But let me tell you something. Caribbean International Shipping, they will give 10% discount to anyone.
right.
It doesn't matter who you are. If you're affiliated with an organization or not, as long as you're sending your shipping stuff to Jamaica, you get a 10% off the cost, the shipping cost. And, it's like they are doing the most. I mean, when I tell you the Barnwells, that family has never said no to anyone. I don't care what island, what country, wherever you're from. You
It's
can
in their
attest to
name,
that.
right? It's
That's what it
Caribbean
is.
Shipping, and
It is.
they stand up and they show out for the
They do.
community.
They do.
They are really great at doing
They
that.
do.
Really
And it's,
great.
they jumped in really head first. So we're just thankful. We're really thankful
Yeah,
for that.
yeah.
Look at me.
We're standing together, we're saying we're saving lives, and we're just asking you to donate. I mean, you can go to the, they call it I think that acronym is ODPEM. So it's ODPEM. And then there's Food for the Poor. There are different ones out there. But you know what? We just want to say thank you for the for everyone who has contributed and continue to contribute, because it's going to be an ongoing effort.
Yeah.
I just wanted to chime in a little bit to say, when Donna spoke about Jamaicans and everyone having that friendship and being able to lean on them, Donna and I were friends, oh Lord, back in 2000. We were friends like when I first moved here.
Yes.
Right? I've known her for years.
Wow.
We used to have parties, New Year's Eve parties, and Donna will come down to the parties, those house parties, and that's where we bonded before she even dreamed of thinking about running for office. We were always really great friends. And then we would do Caribbean Heritage Month, and we would go to City Hall, and we always had those civic conversations and talk to folks about voting and becoming a part. So our friendship grew through the years. And then she got into the house in her seat, and she was doing that. And that later on in life, I transitioned to having a Caribbean band here for Carnival. I had a whole Carnival band and so on and so forth. And there was a time where there was some things going on, and we needed help. And Donna and I, we were living different lives now, and she was doing her thing. I picked up the phone and I called Donna, and she answered me. And was able to step in and get me to the people that I needed to get to talk to us, to help us out in that situation. So I think it's so great that when you can have friends and that you can lean on them. And in times like this, this is when we all show up again for each other, right? We just show up for each other.
Yes, and that's what it's about.
Yeah, you
That's
just
what
show
it's
up for
really-
each other.
That's
And,
the whole part.
It doesn't come down to whether you're Jamaican, Trinidadian, or whatever. We're Caribbean.
One Caribbean
You know,
divided by water.
Yeah.
No,
Water.
say it right.
Water.
Water.
Yes. Divided by water. And we
One
gotta
Caribbean
really
divided by water.
We gotta really recognize that.
Yes.
And I always say to others, the same way that this hurricane touched Jamaica, it could have been any other island.
Any other
Yeah.
island, of course.
Could have been
because,
any of
when
us.
Haiti had their
Yes.
issue in Puerto Rico, whatever.
That's right.
We just stepped in. And I
Yes.
mean, this is what it is. We don't ask, how many people? What do they want us to do? We just do it.
Right.
We just show up. And I
last
love
year
that.
we had Hurricane Beryl.
Beryl, yes.
And when this is so funny, we were putting on an event leading up to that. It was the
Yes.
Gap comes to Atlanta, and Hurricane Beryl came through, and we turned that into a relief fund. And we got collected so much, and we were able to send off and work with them. And we were working with our consul general at the time, and he handled that stuff, because you have to be very careful again with the scams.
Yes,
And then here we are now getting ready for this one, and it happened again, and it's okay, because this is what we
Donna's
do. We
back.
step up for each other.
Thank you for joining.
Donna,
I
you
know.
missed the story.
Let me
I
tell
told
you.
all about you and I, but it's okay. Everyone know that we love each other.
Yeah, and you can go back and watch it.
You know what? I somehow I froze. You guys are all frozen, and so I try to reach you, but yeah, we go back a long way. We go back a long way.
I told them.
We heard the juicy stories.
I told them about us going back a long way, and then when we came full front, and I needed you, and I reached out, and there you were, still as that friend, right? And how that looks like now today, how we all still show up for each other, and how much I value our friendship and appreciate you, sis.
Absolutely. We have never changed. We're the same people. We have the same desire to help and to care for people and care about the community and the people around us. And, you went through your battle with cancer as well, and it was there. Yeah, I guess you didn't say anything about that.
No, I didn't tell about that. But
so
it's okay, you can share it.
It's been a long journey with us, when I started my nonprofit organization, my cousin, and
Yes.
there's been a lot of history and a lot of years.
A lot of
we must
years.
be genuine people to be friends today.
Today.
And it's been a long time.
And like I
we've
said,
gone through a lot.
I remember sharing, like I said, we went in our different ways and living our separate lives at some moment. And at that time, and I needed you when we were going through the stuff with the carnival. And I just picked up the phone, because you're still there in the phone, and you answered, hello.
Absolutely.
And you was like, okay, sis. And that's what we're doing now with Melissa, right?
pick up where you
we're
left
picking
off.
up the phone, and we're going to answer the call and look out for each other. Because that's what friends just are. That's what we do as a
what we
community.
do.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We do.
Yeah.
And our contribution as a whole, how rich are we in the Caribbean for the heritage that we have? and for the
Yes.
fact that we have allowed the world to join us. In
Yes.
general.
Yes.
So Donna, guess what? She's got the VP of You Big showing up. Okay, I see you. Big up, Sandra. She's like, great show. She loves it. Thank you, sis. Appreciate it. And then there's Flower Bomb. Not sure who that is. It says great information on the donation locations for Jamaica. I mean, we thank you all for always joining and supporting us, guys. I mean, we couldn't do it without you. I mean, we really couldn't.
Right.
I mean, you know.
I'd love to invite our guest in the studio to
Yes.
come on and say you just met her a couple of days ago.
A couple of days
I'd
ago,
love to
Donna,
hear
we've
from
got to.
her passion
Let me tell you how
of what
crazy it
made
is.
her come on in. So come and stand right over here.
Okay. Right over here, in between here, darling.
Okay, so we've got a guest right here, and we just want her to just say who she is. And what happened, why she's here.
Well, I'm here to do my part in the donation and the Caribbean thing. As you said, we're all one. We're all one. I'm originally from Belize. My husband is Jamaican. And there's that love right there with the island thing. So I'm here to bring in my donation. I met Sharon in Lidl's on, what was it? I believe it was Saturday. And Saturday night. And I was looking, to get some things. And here it is. She's like, oh, no, we're doing something at the studio. And I'm like, okay, well, I want to be a part of that. I'm doing that. So here I am. I said what I was going to do. I brought my donations and everything, and I'm here in the studio. So,
All right. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yes, we
Yes.
appreciate you.
again, my name is Barbara, and I'm going to be here with her packing these barrels and sending them
Look
all.
at that. Yeah.
Okay.
See,
That's the love.
This is what we do.
2 days
Yeah.
you've met and you're here. So
I'm here.
I'm so thankful.
And then, not only that,
Yeah.
we're all connected, because as you would say, connectors.
That's
what
right.
we do.
Sister Connector.
connected.
That's
We're all
right.
connected because she was neighbors. Her sister was
My
neighbors.
sister
Her
Sharon.
sister Sharon.
Yeah, my sister
Look
name
at that.
is Sharon.
All
and
right.
she's the neighbor of the Chins.
Oh,
Royal Caribbean.
Caribbean.
Look at that.
The kids play
And
together
tell
and
her,
everything.
tell her about
Yes.
Pauline in Florida and Marlon.
And also, I call my auntie, well, they're from Jamaica. I said, Auntie, her name is Pauline Brown. I says, Auntie, who are we supposed to be giving to? I want to help out. And she says, well, you can't give in to any and everybody. And she says, well, I'm going to send you some information. Sure enough, she sent me information, and it was a lawyer, and his name is
Marlon Hill.
Marlon Hill. And she says, oh, yeah, we're good friends. Our kids know each other and everything. We're good friends. I'm like, and he says, you know Marlon Hill?
His first cousin.
Their
His
first
is a
cousin.
friend of APAT Media.
Yes.
Halkia Hill
So,
Laddie. So I'm saying-
Synchronicity. There you go.
They're all
Everything comes
connected. Everything
connected.
come full circle.
Absolutely. So thank you for
Thank you.
stopping
Appreciate
by.
it.
Yes, and sharing.
Yes.
So,
Wow.
so Donna, before we sign off, are there any updated news that you have that you've heard about recently, or anything else that we need to tell our audiences, whether it's in aid or people who are traveling down? What are some things that you can
So
tell us?
I'm also part of another organization that one of our members is down in Jamaica right now. Most of the roads now are pretty much cleared from Kingston.
Okay.
So that's a good thing. A lot of the power lines are going up. About 70% of it is already up in different parts. I actually sent a text down, a WhatsApp text to one of the ministers in Jamaica to find out, and she's looking about it. The person is going to look about it for education, because one of the questions that came in one of our chats was that someone was suggesting that will, like, America take some of our students up here, and that's not a practical thing. Not only is it not practical politically, because of the
Climate we live in.
Yeah.
climate we're living in right now, but it would be very dramatic for the children that have already been displaced to be put into another country altogether. But part of the island is still in good shape, so I called to ask if they were planning to move some of the students to different parishes that might be close by, so the kids still get, or set up, virtual classrooms
Learning, yes.
for learning, so that we, there's so many fractions to be thinking about, right? So there are people that are, in hospitals, and one hospital is completely destroyed. So just moving those patients and making sure that people have the aid. So there's a whole lot of need, right? But we also have to remember there are children involved in this as well, and education is, we can't allow. A lot of these students have already seen COVID-19, and so you don't want them being more impacted again. So that's why we have to make sure they're asking the question. Although the question was a little bit odd, or kind of suggestion was a little odd, but I can understand what they were trying to say.
Yeah.
So what I tried to do was get answers for what was concerning, and which was educating our kids, still making sure they still get an education. And so there's a lot of things, but I will say this: the Jamaican government has been on the ground. They have been visible. They have been communicative. They are doing press conference, and I sat and watched one where each of the ministers was giving their updates. Even on entertainment, apparently there's going to be several concerts in England and the United States, and so again,
And in Jamaica.
and so all over the world there are people coming together. But what I've been really impressed with the Jamaican government for their handling of this. And as a person who sat at a table of governance, one of the things that people like the most is that even if it's bad news, they just want you to tell them where they stand.
Something.
That is correct.
And so I do appreciate very much the way the Jamaican government has been handling this hurricane and keeping us informed. They know they have two audiences, right? Maybe three audiences: the people on the island, the people that are at the diaspora, and those who are willing to give. So they are speaking to all of that to make sure that they don't lose any of the important folks that they need. They need to reassure the people on the island that they're working. They need to reassure those of us in the diaspora that is working hard to get things down there, that it will be distributed fairly and that they're working quickly. And then, of course, some of the larger big donors. Again, I do not want anyone that think that Jamaica will owe them something, but we do need every help. And so there's those three audiences that I think the Jamaican government is speaking to. And I will say they've been reactive in making sure that we are informed of the scams that are coming up. So people just need to be mindful. I have to give them a lot of credit for that, given the trauma. But I'm so glad I was born in Kingston, and so Kingston is fared well, and now it's headquarter. It's the headquarter for survival, for making sure the rest of the island gets what it needs. But there are other parishes that did not get impacted as badly, and even some that did get impacted badly. We need to know who and where they are, and making sure that we get help to them. So again, it is trauma. It's very traumatic, but I am glad that those of us that are in the diaspora recognize the need for us to move quickly, strike while the iron is hot, and for those that are on the island, for them to know that help is on the way, and if they haven't gotten help yet, it's coming. And so that is the most important message that I think needs to be told to the Jamaicans on the island, especially the ones on the island, and especially the ones that are most impacted.
Thank you so much for joining us.
We
and
appreciate
keeping
it.
us
Yes.
updated.
Yes, we thank you for
And,
that. I concur. I agree with you, because I also, Donna, to that, we're a little bit over time, but it's well worth it, because I too spoke to my cousin, a first cousin of mine who's on the ground right there.
Yeah.
And she is the right arm of one of those ministers with portfolio. And honestly, he would have joined us. He had promised he would have joined us. But guess what? Everything that's what you just said takes precedence, because they had to meet with the prime minister. So that's what and they're keeping abreast. So I'm just going to appeal to the public in general. I know it's hard when you have people on the ground and you can't get in touch with them. It is frustrating, and especially a week is gone. But you know what? If you don't have phones, if you don't have any means, they're working on it. They're so working on it. So you have patience is what we're asking you to pack. And it's hard. It's difficult. But we need patience, and we just need prayers. So we need all the peace. We need to push with prayers and patience. and just comfort the ones around us, you know, because that's what we're hearing from them slowly but surely, you know, and that's pretty much what we need to do. Just be there for each other to console and to jump in. So thank you so much again, Donna.
Thank you
We
so
appreciate you. And let me tell you,
Absolutely.
this sister here, at the last minute, the 9th hour on election day, nonetheless, she joined us.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
she
was
could have been
actually out.
doing
I
anything
was
as
actually-
the
I
polls
was-
closed, and she was here. So we
Yeah,
thank you again.
Yeah, I was out helping a few candidates.
We know you do.
But I made it back here to whatever I can do to communicate
And we
the
thank you.
need, but also that we are here as a collective.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
All right.
Yes.
As we close out,
Huh.
thank you for tuning in to Speak Harmony. We believe unity starts in the community, and it has certainly proved itself this month. We are building harmony one voice at a time. And we appreciate APAT Media for sponsoring this show and also for being an official site for the collection of goods. We also thank Heart Love as another sponsor. And we ask you all to join us next Tuesday right here, live on YouTube, 7 to 8 Eastern Time. And we continue to learn from those who inspire us and from those who have action and purpose. So until then, speak harmony into your life. And don't forget to
Like, subscribe, and share. And by the way, we're taking donations every Monday and Tuesday from 5 to 8 right here at APAT Media.
Can I say a quick bye?
Yes.
Bye, everyone, and shout out to Flower Bomb and my vice president. Flower Bomb is my secretary. The VP is
Wow.
that's on with us today, and I just wanted to say thank them so much for their
for
support,
joining
for
us.
joining us with us.
Awesome.
Yes,
Awesome.
yes,
We
yes.
thank
yes,
them.
that unity is real for us.
Yes. Blessings, everyone. Until next week.
until next week. Thank you.
Stay safe. Blessings.
Stay
Thank you,
safe.
Donna.
Thank you, Donna.
Appreciate you.
No, my pleasure.
Welcome to Speak Harmony, hosted by Sharon, Thompson, and Dr. Sharon, Reid, bringing news, ideas, and community needs. We learn, we grow, we stay informed together in harmony. Our voices are heard. Speak Harmony, where knowledge meets community.